Good morning, students. Let's continue our chapter, institution, working of institution. So today we will discuss about need for political institution. Okay. So why do we need political institution? Why is there any need of political institution? Like I've already told you, institutions, you will find institutions everywhere, right? Like the working institution, it's whether it's a small offices or a multinational companies, that is also an institution. School is also an institution. Similarly, our government is also an institution. Okay, so the main function of the institution is to take major decisions and to implement all those decisions. Okay, whether it's for development work, whether it's for change, whether it's for laws and duties, rights and duties, everything. So political institutions are required because the political institution will take major development programs, right? Government involves in various activities. For example, the government is responsible for ensuring security to the citizen and providing facilities for the education and health to all. So these are the something which government has to be responsible, right, for the security of the citizen, health and development and education and all. Okay, so for these government required funds. So from where did they get fund? From us, from the common people itself, because we used to pay the taxes, and all those taxes are used by the government in a development work and for the safety of the people and the common people. Okay, so now those money, if the government is utilizing all those money for the development work, then who will decide that what type of development is good for the common people and how much money should be invested in those developments, and who will be responsible for all those monies, and who will take the responsibility of making development program. And all these decisions will be taken by the government with the help of the representatives. And who are the representatives? Representatives are those MPs and MLAs whom we give our vote. Okay, so in order to take decisions, in order to take major decisions, some people will involve. Okay, like MPs, MLAs, cabinet minister, prime minister, president, everyone. That is called political institution. Because we are studying about political institution, that is the reason we are giving example of MPs, MLAs and all. Okay, prime minister and all. So after the decision was taken, okay, there should be the one to determine what is right and what is wrong. It is important that everyone should know who is responsible for doing what. It is also important that these activities keep taking place even if the person in the key position changes. So whatever development programs the government is planning to do, someone is to be there. Okay, that will decide whether this the program is good or bad, whether the program will bring development or not. And if the person in charge of the development or the government, whether if he dies in his duty tenure, or if he resign, then also another person will be assigned over there and the duty will be the same. Whatever duties that person was doing, another person will also have to do the same duty. Okay, now these are some of the decisions which has been taken by the government and the political parties or the political members or MLAs or MPs or cabinet minister. Okay, so because this is an institution, political institution, where some people are responsible for decision making and some other people are responsible for implementing all those decisions. Now who will implement all those decisions? The civil servants or the executives. Okay. To attend all these tasks, several arrangements are made in all modern democracies. Such arrangements are called institution. So the arrangement, who will take the decision, who will do the duty, whose task is this and that, the position, or you can say like in our school also there are positions, right? Bureaucracy, like there's the principal sir, he is the head of the school, then the vice principal, then the senior teachers, then the junior teachers, then the office staff, then the masses and all, peon and all. So that is called an institution, and each and everyone's duties has been divided according to their position. Similarly, in an institution, whether it's a political institution or a normal institution, arrangements will be there and certain tasks will be assigned to the persons. And in the political institution, the government will take the decision. Okay, they are in the decision making position, and the civil servants or the executives, they have to implement all those decisions. That is called an political institution. This is the reason we require political institution, because India is a democratic country and everything has to be done for the common people only, for the sake of the common people only. And the government is always responsible for the common people. They are accountable to us. So if there was no institution, if there was a single party and that was doing all the monopoly over the government, then the government will not be answerable to the common people. Then we cannot say that we have a democratic government, right? This is the reason political institution is required. The task, the duties has to be divided. Now, whose task is what? The Prime Minister and the Cabinet Minister, that all important policy, that take all important policy decisions. Now, who take the decisions? Prime Minister and the Cabinet Minister. The civil servants working together are responsible for taking steps to implement the minister's decision. Now, the decision has been taken by the Prime Minister and the Cabinet Minister. Now, it's the duty of the civil servants to implement all those decisions. Supreme Court is an institution where disputes between citizen and the government are finally settled. Now, it is the duty of the Supreme Court. If any dispute arises between the minister and the working institution, that dispute has to be solved, or that dispute has to be settled. So, it is the duty of the Supreme Court. Now, institution involves rules and regulation. This can bind the hands of the leaders. Institution is very, very important, because in every institution there is rules and regulation, and everyone is bound to follow all the rules and regulations. Okay, no one can do their monopoly, no one can dominate the other. So one might feel that it is much better to have one person take all decision without any rules, procedure and meetings, but that is not the spirit of democracy. Because India is a democratic country, or let's say all the other democratic countries where there are so many peoples who are responsible for the decision making, whereas in dictatorship only one person will take all the decisions, right? So the decision will be fast and the implementation will also be fast. But in a democratic country, the decision will be taken by so many peoples, and the decision might get delay because of this, but the decision will be the very always in favor of the common people, always in favor of the all, if many peoples are involved in any decision making. That is the reason political institution is required in every democratic country. So this is all for today, need for political institution. Now, our next class we will discuss about the parliament. What is parliament? Okay.